Okay, so now I want to show you how to remove something from an image, which I think you'll find very helpful with your project. And truly, you have to select something to affect something. So I'm going to use the lasso tool to do this. So on the lasso tool, I'm going to come in and I'm going to select lasso. And if you hold it down, there's a polygonal lasso and a magnetic lasso. For now, I'm just going to play with the lasso tool. And I'm going to just use maybe a feathering. That means it's going to be softer. And I'm just going to very easily just draw around my dog, who's barking in the background. Apologize. So then once you have it outlined, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to go copy. So now that's on my brush. Now what does that mean, copy? It's on my brush. Your computer is going to hold this object. In this case, it's the dog. It's going to just be held in the RAM memory. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to open this window called Fill. And under Edit, you'll find Fill stroke Content Aware Fill. We're going to use Content Aware Fill. And what that does is it shows me a preview. What is it going to look like if I fill it with Content Aware? Now, what does that mean? It's filling it with the background. And I can see in my preview that there's a little bit of a shadow left of the edge of the dog. So I'm going to hit cancel. And I could do a couple of things. I could come up here and I could go modify and I could expand this like by 10 pixels. So I'm making it even bigger, the surround, because it's telling the computer to fill in the area with the background. So now let's come up to Edit, Content Aware Fill. And the dog is gone. So I'm going to hit cancel. I want to make sure that this amount of my dog is on my brush. So I'm going to just hit copy. So I have a copy of this area that I'm getting rid of because I don't want to get rid of my dog. And now I'm going to come back to Edit, Content Aware Fill. It shows me a preview. And there are some settings here. You can play with the opacity. What does it look like? For the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to hit OK. And now I don't want that surround on my brush, so I need to hit deselect. And I can come up here to the select menu and hit deselect. And now it's off my menu. It's off my brush. But I also still had the dog, right? So I can come to a new layer, or I can just come over here and go paste. And there's the dog that I cut out, and I can move it. I can also, using the effects menu, I could come down to transform and I can scale it. So I can make this dog big in the foreground. And I can I can use a layers menu or layers brush. I'm going to add a layer to that. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to get a brush. And I'm going to just clean her up a little bit. I don't like dragging this much stuff around her. So this is a way to move objects around. It's also a way to copy and paste parts of pictures, or in your case, you're combining photographs for your poster.